Airhead, The Imperfect Art of Making News by Emily Maitlis, 3 stars. Recap. Newsnight presenter and journalist Emily Maitlis gives us behind-the-scenes info on some of her more famous interviews. Review. It was interesting, well written, but to my shame I recognised few of the individuals featured, so I found it hard to really connect with the stories. It was a book club pick, and I'm glad I read it because it's made me realise I really need to watch the news more and read a newspaper occasionally. A Children's Bible by Lydia Millett, 4 stars. Recap. A group of children experience a possible end-of-the-world event. Review. I enjoyed the writing style, and I adored the little boy Jack and his linear thinking about the Bible. I thought there was a great disconnect between the kids and the adults. It was suitably terrifying in a first world problem scenario, looking at the end of the world as we know it now. My niggle was the ending. I don't like endings that don't end. Call me a lazy reader, but I like to know what happens next, and not to be left with my own wandering, especially when it involves words like Jack was sick now. I ended the book feeling lost, worried, and without the information I needed. The Call of Blood by Lana Melian, 4 stars. Recap. Nikki, Nate and their friends finally have their showdown. Review. A solid ending to this mini-series. Connie's magical injury had my heart in my mouth, and I really thought she would end up a vampire rather than an immortal. Still, at least she gets to stay with Logan. No main character deaths, which is fine, but would have added a bit more oomph to things. It's a nice touch with the parental farewell across the veil. I am glad that they won in the end. The 5. The Untold Lives of the Women Killed by Jack the Ripper by Hallie Rubenhold, 4 stars. Recap. Hallie Rubenhold leads us through the lives of the women killed by Jack the Ripper. Review. I don't generally enjoy reading non-fiction, but this captured my interest, and I found it fascinating to read the accounts of the victims' lives based on the small amounts of fact and large amounts of distorted newspaper accounts available. The life stories were informative, emotional and revealing, and I also liked that Jack the Ripper was given next to no page space.